There's something on my screen. Welcome to my first ever reaction video. I got this idea of reacting to videos, specifically animated videos, like Hamanations here, which is what we're going to react to today. And I got this idea from Robert IDK. Love his videos, he's awesome. But we're gonna watch some videos by him. Not Robert IDK, we're gonna watch videos by Hamanations. Okay, we're going to watch a couple videos. We're gonna watch dogs and cats, which is better? I believe dogs. I have two, so probably why I've been surrounded by them all my life. We're going to also watch Pain, and then we're going to watch I Look Young. So first, let's start with dogs and cats, which is better? Ads or scams, don't listen to them. Sorry, I get
This video is brought to you by Cure. Try and befriend it.
Okay, we can't watch the... Oh, dogs and cats! Look at the dog, I love this. Okay, this is awesome. We can't include the sponsor at the beginning of the video. I don't know if it's a real sponsor, but...
I'm Bryson, and I like animals. And today, I'm going to talk about two of the most popular animal companions, dogs and cats. Starting off, I'm totally a dog person and not a cat person.
Well,
I think it's a spiritual thing, though, because 99% of the time, when I see a random dog, I'm able to successfully call the dog over and pet it, and we become best friends. Conversely, I have never successfully befriended a cat. I want to be their friends, and I try every time, but our energy is just so different that the cat just walks away when I try and befriend it. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Come here, let me pet you.
No.
Pretty much.
And on one of the only times I was able to pet a cat, I made the mistake of petting its belly and...
No! Yeah.
However, when I wrote this script, I went to hang out with some friends and I encountered not one, not two, but 3 cats.
3!
And incredibly, I was able to befriend and pet all of them. Seriously, in my 19 years of life,
oh my god, real footage! Real footage!
And then after I write it down, I get 3 in one day.
I love
What
cats.
are the odds? I guess the cat gods heard my
I'm
plea.
a dog person,
Seriously,
but I still love
it was like
cats.
a switch was flicked. So if you struggle with befriending cats, write it down, and then they'll love you. That's what I did. Anyways, since that experience, I like to go around the neighborhood on an electric longboard at night and search for random cats to pet. It's been very fun. Although my neighbors did catch me sitting in their driveway petting their cat in the middle of the night once, so they think I'm kind of creepy.
No.
But anyway, let's move on to dogs. I love dogs, always have. However, I do prefer bigger dogs over smaller ones because in my experience, 90% of the aggressive dogs I meet are small. Big dogs are usually just teddy bears, while the small ones think they are more powerful than they actually are.
Agreed.
I think it's just something we're born with. Some people have a cat aura and some people have a dog aura. My dog energy is infinite. I love dogs and I want to pet all of them.
Yes.
No, he's sleeping. I've had dogs all throughout growing up. We had Pixel, Duke, and now we got Dixie. Pixel was a really good dog. When we were all really young, my brother Braden took a Sharpie and drew all over Pixel. She didn't mind, though. She was a chill girl. Mom wasn't too happy about it, though. Rest in peace, Pixel. Then we got Duke.
R.I.P.
I won't go into details, but we rescued Duke from some really bad people, and he had some trauma and didn't like other dogs. However, he did like our other dog, Dixie. Duke was a really good boy. He had heterochromia, meaning one of his eyes was blue and the other was brown. He didn't realize how big he was either, and would try and snuggle up and lay on our laps like a chihuahua.
POV fan.
Even though it would compress my lungs, I would still let him lay on me because he was so cute.
Yes.
He was also very good at eating flies. A good boy for the ages.
Good boy.
Rest in peace, buddy. And our current family dog is Dixie. She is so sweet, snuggly, and cute. She has very expressive ears, and she loves it when you pet her butt.
Okay, I'm going to be pausing a little bit throughout this because I've realized I've been talking through like the whole video, so I'm going to pause so we don't miss it. But It's the same with my dog Grace. I made a video about her, a short actually, and she literally you'll want to pet her and she'll come over to you and only let you scratch her butt. And I don't know why. This weird dog, bro. Dogs and cats are so weird, but we love them.
Also, she is so gentle with almost all creatures. For example, I used to have a pet guinea pig named Link, and Link and Dixie were friends.
Good.
Also, Dixie used to catch birds for fun, but she wouldn't kill them, and she would bring them inside, and I would help the birds calm down, and then they would fly away.
Nuts.
But I could just imagine them telling all their bird friends what happened. Bro, this big dog caught me, and I thought it was gonna eat me, but it let me go. No way, you're making that up. It's true, I swear. Nope, no way. Did you see what that Rottweiler did to Terry?
Oh no.
Bagel too?
Oh no.
No way would a dog let you go. But yeah, she's a gentle dog. However, me and my brothers will sometimes fight and horseplay with each other, and Dixie doesn't like that.
Oh my god. That's great. Protective dog. That's all I have to say about that.
Will try and defend whoever's being attacked, but she often misjudges who the victim is and will nip at the wrong person. Ow! Ow!
Okay, that's great. I love that moment.
Don't worry, she didn't really bite me. She just does a warning bite. She's never drawn blood, and trust me, she's a pit bull. If she wanted to hurt someone, she could. But
Now listen, I understand that, like, he's not talking about, like, what that means, but listen to me. I do not stand for the pit bull, the stereotypes about pit bulls. I don't like it. I hate it so much. Just because it's a specific dog breed and they are protective does not mean any toddler within 5 feet is immediately seen as a chew toy.
Pit bulls are actually the sweetest creatures on the planet, and they don't deserve the bad reputation. Because in almost all cases of pit bulls being violent, the bad owners are to blame. There are no bad dogs, only bad owners. I've actually had one pet cat when I was young. Why only one? Because my mom is allergic. Anyway, her name was Katie.
I won't go into too much detail about this because I doubt my brother wants me to, but he moved out for a little bit and he had to live with a cat for a few months, and he literally moved out because he could not handle it because he is allergic to cats, and every single day he would wake up and immediately start dying. Because he had to be next to a cat, and the cat's name was Puff. I like cats, and I miss Puff, but I will probably never get to see Puff again.
And honestly, she was an outside cat, so I don't really remember a lot about her. However, I do have one memory. I was 2 years old, and my family was building a treehouse.
Okay.
I was sitting up there while they all worked on the treehouse when Katie crossed my path. I remembered hearing that cats always land on their feet, so I decided to test it.
No!
We actually have video of it.
Son of a
fall, but you see the
cheese
before and after and the reaction from my grandparents. Here it is.
They have it on camera.
Hi, Bryson.
Cat.
Try to put your head through here. Today is Thanksgiving 2003.
Oh my God.
Did he push the cat down?
The cat's running.
Can we push you
Bryson.
I'm
Should we
sorry,
push
I
you
was
down?
only 2 years
It's
old. I
crazy.
hadn't discovered empathy yet. It wasn't a malicious attack. What went on in my head was cats land on feet, see cat, push cat to test theory. She was
I mean, fair, but don't push the cat. That's not good.
fine. She never forgave me, though. But the issue with dogs
I
and
wouldn't
cats
either,
is that
but
you get them, you fall in love with them, and then they die, and it breaks your heart. And
I worry about that a lot because Grace is getting quite old, and Finn tries eating every single thing in sight because he's a puppy. I don't want to think about that, so let's not.
so I decided to get a pet that's a little more long-term. Meet Scooter and Egg, my two pet tortoises.
Tortoises!
These guys can live longer than 50 years, so they might outlive me. They are very personable and cute. The best pet rocks a guy could ask for.
Rocks, pretty much.
Dixie is also friends with the tortoises. However, she doesn't respect them very much because I feed the tortoises carrots, and for some reason, Dixie really likes to eat carrots too. I don't know why. Anyway, I turned my back for 1 second, and Dixie stole the carrots from Egg. She wasn't too happy about that.
How dare you?
Although, since I feed them carrots, Egg now thinks that my fingers are carrots.
Oh,
I often take the tortoises outside so they can get some sun, and I give them baths to keep them clean and hydrated.
With
and I
that toothbrush, it's
I'm the best dad ever. Although Egg ran away one time and was missing
Oh no!
for 2 months.
2 months!
Crazy. I was sitting in the front yard watching a show while the tortoises were chilling. Scooter was in sight at all times, but Egg was taking a nap under a rock out of sight, and I would check on her every 5 minutes.
Good.
This went on for an hour, and she hadn't moved at all. But the next time I checked, she was gone. I searched everywhere, but there was no sign of her.
How do you lose a turtle? It is literally one of the slowest creatures on the planet, and you somehow managed to... Come on, man.
Then I remembered that our doorbell had a camera on it, so I scoured the footage between the last time I saw her sleeping and when she was lost, and there was only a 5-minute window. I kept my eyes peeled, but nothing. It was like she vanished into thin air. So I went through the proper missing pet procedures. Missing posters, every missing pet app known to man, calling animal shelters, crying. A lot.
Yeah.
And 2 months later, my neighbors found her under a rock.
Let's go!
She could have kept going. Did you know that tortoises can go 3 years without food?
What? No, I did not know that. New fact learned.
But now that she's home, she gets all the food she wants.
Yes.
I reunited her with Scooter, and Scooter did not care. But I cared. I'm so glad we found her. It's a miracle. I've told you guys that I'm stupid before, but this confirms it if you had any doubt. Yes, I somehow managed to lose one of the slowest creatures on the earth. Smooth brain.
Oh, that's a great frame to pause on. This is gonna be a long video.
They basically are my own little pet dinosaurs. Just size them up a bit, and boom, they fit right in with Jurassic Park.
Oh, come on!
Anyway, I now love both cats and dogs, but I think my relationship with dogs is healthier because they return the love.
Yes.
Cats aren't so generous. I'll still let them bite and scratch me so I can try and pet them, though, because I'm that desperate for affection.
Dang.
To end this video off, I'd like everyone to listen to this PSA. If a dog rolls over and shows their belly to you, that means
give it belly rubs.
But if a cat rolls over and shows their belly, do not under any circumstances
don't. They
pet
will
it.
attack you.
That is a trap. The cat is just trying to kill you. I speak from experience. Oh, the sting of betrayal. And also the sting of claws and teeth. The moral of the story is, love is given, trust is earned. And I trust dogs more. The end.
Pretty much.
Hey, you like dogs? Of course you do. I mean, you saw the video. I don't like dogs. Well, I found an awesome documentary called The Secret Life of Dogs, all about, you guessed it, dogs. You can find it over at CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream is an online...
Nope. No. Oh, no. No. No, we will not be... Alright, next up is Pain, but first I would like to... Ignore the ad. Why? Oh, am I already subbed to this guy?
This video is brought to you by CuriosityStream.
Shush. Hush, Bryson. Hush. Alright, so I'm going to like the video. I subbed before we watched because I felt like it because I knew we were going to be watching a lot of this guy. So, also cute dog picture. Anyway, now we're going to watch Pain! Love that. Oh no. Is he gonna fall? Please don't fall. Oh, oh! Oh my god! You wouldn't survive that.
Hi,
Pretty much.
I'm Bryson, and today I'm going to talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow,
Good.
Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
No, it's not. Good job, Bryson. I don't support killing. Don't do that.
Although I've
That's
never
very
broken
bad.
a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my
Ow! Oh my god.
like an electrical fire on my arm. I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain.
Pretty much.
On second thought, why not remove all bones? Can't break what isn't there.
Cause you just, yeah, pretty much.
Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding, and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back.
Ooh!
See that? Your back isn't.
Yeah, your back is
that causes a lot
cooked,
of
my
ouchy
man.
Feelings.
Oh, my back.
Now let's move on to the big ones. The ones that reminded me of my mortality. The ones where life went,
Oh no.
This kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge.
Oh my god.
Okay, number one. I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk.
Is your ankle gonna
Little did I
die?
know the
Oh
thing was going at
no.
top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it.
Oh no.
So I jumped and...
Oh yeah,
It
that's.
happened so fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood.
Oh no.
Mom? What's up, honey? I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and
No.
would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wound so that I can
Oh my
continue
God.
this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood.
Okay, man, that was great. Oh my god. Okay, hamanations. Alright, hamanations. So that was amazing. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. You bounced off the fan and it hit you. Jesus.
Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was... This other time, me and
Yeah.
my brothers were bonding with Dad. How?
Actively.
Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air.
Are you gonna, like, hit
Anyway, I
a
could see
tree
my
or
brothers doing
something?
it, and I
I'm
wanted
so
to try.
concerned.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
My head slammed into the basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My
Yeah, pretty
parents say
much.
that it scalped me a little bit and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time, I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace.
I mean,
Don't
fair.
worry, we make up afterwards.
Good.
But anyways, as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks
Oh,
pretty
no.
cool. I should put my fingers
Oh no!
in. The argument came to a climax, and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers.
Yeah. Ow.
My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber.
Jeez.
We went to the doctor, and surprisingly, nothing was broken.
Everything is
When
okay.
you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break.
Correct.
Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this.
Correct.
Okay, last story.
Then that will probably
One
kill
time,
them.
I was just chilling in my room with my brothers. We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it.
I'm surprised
It was my
that
turn,
didn't,
and
like,
the punching bag
snap.
was swinging. But I was too young to understand how momentum worked.
Oh.
So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the
no.
wall.
Bonk.
I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed, "Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then
Pretty
they hit
much.
me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool
Oh
scar
my
across
goodness.
my eyebrow. Thank you
Memes
for
are
taking a
good.
trip down memory lane with me. Down memory pain with me. It all hurt
Jesus.
a lot. But Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix
Oh
that.
no.
Ow!
Don't you get. Oh.
Wow, getting
That's
hurt really
great.
sucks. But you
Yes,
know what
it
doesn't
does.
suck? Insert a really out-of-place sponsorship segue. Skillshare!
No, Bryson, no. Oh, oops, no. Buttons! E! I'm going to share, hold on, I'm going to go on to this video. No! Hush! Stop being like this. Okay. First, before we start this next video, I'm going to share the worst pain I've ever felt. We have a Bosu ball because my mom is like doing diet things and she's tried to exercise a lot. So, naturally, if you guys don't know what the Bosu ball is, it's pretty much like, it's like half a ball that you're supposed to balance on. So I was doing that next to a wall that had a vent. I was balancing on the balance ball. And I fell and hit the vent so quickly that it genuinely felt like I broke my back. I was fine, nothing was broken or even injured, but I was in so much pain. I literally started crying, and it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. And I also got the wind knocked out of me for the first time ever in my life, and it scared me so badly. This is going to be the longest video I've ever posted. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. Now let's watch I Look Young.
One glass of water, please.
Hey, punk, this here bar is for adults only. You gotta be at least 18 years old to be in here, so hit the road.
Actually, I'm 20 years old, and here's my ID.
Nice try, little man. There ain't no way a small fry like you is 20.
Come
Get out
on,
before
man,
I
if
make
they
you.
say...
If you don't believe it, then die by my blade.
Oh, no. We're starting instantly
I'm the
with
best
a
blade
battle?
master you'll ever see, pipsqueak. So prepare to die.
No.
Please, mercy.
Also, I've learned that his name... Oh, he's giving him mercy. Oh, never mind. By the way, I've learned that his name is Bryson by the end of the video. So, the end of pain. R.I.P., my man.
I'm a big boy now. Hi.
How do we just segue from you absolutely annihilating someone to them fading away to you? I'm a big boy now.
Younger than I actually am. I'm 20 now, and I look like I'm 15. So whenever I tell someone my age, it goes like this. What? No way are you 20? You look and sound way younger. Stop lying. It's kind of annoying being a late bloomer, but I've been told it'll work out later in life, so knock on wood.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I sound young, but you know who else sounds young? Mickey Mouse. And he's over 90 years old. Guess what? Everyone loves him. Hi, everyone. I'm Mickey Mouse. Don't forget to subscribe. Right, Donald?
No.
Some of you guys turn 12 and then boom, adult. I guess I'm just getting an adult mind first and then an adult body later, which I guess is a good thing. My brain may be smooth and dumb, but it's learning how to be
You're
an adult,
not
but it's
dumb.
still
Oh,
smooth.
baby.
Yeah, you know what? I've got a tiny body and a tiny brain. No silver lining here. This just sucks.
That was
really
great.
young due to my chronic baby face. I actually have
Chronic baby face
I'm
is
actually decently tall now. However, only my legs grew. My torso stayed tiny, but my legs got really long, which I think we can all find hilarious. My Bryson, what long legs you have?
Oh,
The
no.
better to kick you with.
No.
Even though I'm a normal height, my face still looks like a 12-year-old, as I've been told by everyone ever. You look really young. Time workout.
I know. I got it. I got the concept.
In order to prevent people from
That's
saying stuff
great.
I've heard a million times, whenever someone asks me my age, I try to prep them. Like, we are very late bloomers in my family. I look way younger than I actually am. Don't poop your pants or anything. Just be cool, okay? I'm 20 years old.
What?
Anyway, so I have to execute them.
Oh, for the love of...
Anyway, on to the story. So there I was at a dance with some friends. It was a rare occasion where you could spot a wild bison outside of its natural habitat. The house.
Pretty much.
Anyway, a slow song comes on, and me and my friends awkwardly...
Awkwardly?
Anyway, a slow song comes on, and me and my friends awkwardly ask some girls to dance. So we're there dancing. So, what color's your toothbrush? Mine's blue. And she asks, how old are you? I'm 18.
Oh,
This
no.
was 2 years ago, mind you.
Okay.
No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Oh, no.
No,
Come
you're
on,
not.
man.
So I shuffle us over to my friend. Travis, tell her I'm 18. She doesn't believe me. Yeah, he's not lying. He really is 18. No, he isn't.
Come on,
So we
man.
just awkwardly finished the dance and then never saw each other again.
I mean, probably a
That's why I
good
hate
thing.
women. And
Oh,
that's why I
don't.
hate dances. This other time, I was on a plane
Yeah.
and we were seated in the exit row. And if you didn't know, you have to be a certain age to sit there, and you have to agree to open the plane and save everyone if it
I
crashes.
think you had to...
This plane crashed.
I knew like you had to like open the door and save everybody. I didn't know you had to be a specific age, but that's probably a good thing.
I would be the one to save all of
We
you.
don't need a
Thank you
5-year-old
for your
in the...
hypothetical service, sir. Anyway,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was sitting there and I had my ID ready because I knew what was coming next. Excuse me, sir, how old are you?
I am old enough to be sitting
No.
here, and here's my
Oh my
ID to prove
God.
it. I'm a super breed of human that ages slower and lives longer.
Let's go.
Question my power again. Now perish.
Nice.
Okay, this next story requires a lot of context, but it's worth it, so here I go.
Okay.
2 years ago, I was involved in a volunteer humanitarian youth group where we all raised money to travel to India, bring supplies and medical care, and teach children how to speak English.
Let's go.
Watching my
That's
videos is
good.
actually
That's
how
so
I paid for it,
cool.
so thanks for
Good
that.
job.
Anyways,
Nice.
it was a formative
Actually,
experience
boop
for me,
like
and I learned
button.
a lot through teaching and bonding with those kids in a new country, even
Nice.
though it was about 96 hours of travel time. It was all worth it for the kids. So here's the story. After a long day of teaching, I was sitting on the floor in the dinky hotel we were staying in my jammies after a bucket bath, just thinking about life.
The
When
shirt says
suddenly
good
an
boy.
unfamiliar woman walked through the hallway and
Who
looked
is you?
Hello, little boy. How old are you?
Little.
7? What? And then she went and talked to everyone, but when she was done, she walked past my room again and said, Goodbye, 7. Another
You.
reason why I hate women.
Okay, right. So you can't keep making this joke.
Translators, and she was some kind of social media influencer, and a few days later, some of the other members of the group started talking about her. She was kind of rude. She was really egotistical, left a bad taste in my mouth. She was so networky. She only wanted to talk to me to get me to follow her on Facebook.
Yeah, she kind of sounds
So it felt
like
really
a
nice to have
bad,
everyone else get on
annoying
the same page and realize that she sucked.
person. No.
I feel like the whole killing joke is going a little too far. Anytime someone disagrees with you, you just kill them. It has become repetitive and detrimentally unfunny. Please consider cutting it out. While we're on the topic of India, here's a couple more stories. While teaching, a puppy showed up at the school.
Puppy!
Allowed to pet all the dogs there. I broke the rules to hold the puppy because look at him, he's so
Hello, cute little puppies.
But then the
Puppy.
puppy totally imprinted on me,
Oh,
followed me
no.
around everywhere, and fell asleep in my backpack. During playtime, one of the children grabbed my arm and started jumping up and down, and then suddenly all of them,
Oh no!
and I literally got mobbed and dogpiled by them.
That's
Marijuana grew everywhere there, and I grabbed some and fed it to a cow.
oh.
Just thought I should share. The
Uh.
next day, the cow found the whole marijuana bush and ate the whole. That milk and those babies are gonna be crazy. Bro, my milk tastes like colors.
Oh my god!
There are literally just holes in the ground, so that was a humbling experience.
Oh my god!
Seriously, the toilets
Oh,
there changed a person. I'm a changed man. This Joseph guy was allergic to peanuts, and then he ate a peanut and started dying, and then our medic literally saved his life.
Good.
Also, when we got home, he got run over by a car and was fine. I don't know. He just doesn't die, I guess.
Okay, good
In
thing
2
he
years,
was
so I can
fine.
joke
Oh
about it. On
my
the
god.
bus home, the girl Katie next to me threw up all over her backpack, and I helped her clean it up, and she said it was really nice of me to stay sitting next to her even after she threw up.
Nice, kind
Then we
human.
got home, and she got married to someone who wasn't me. So thanks a lot, Katie. This is why I hate women. Okay,
You
we're
gotta
way
stop
off
saying
track.
that, man.
What was this
That's
video
not
about
good.
again? Looking young? Okay, right.
Okay.
Since I'm 20 now, I'm hastily looking forward to turning 21 because then I want to go into a bar and order a beer to see how the bartender and bystanders
No,
react.
don't drink
One
that.
beer, please.
Nice try, Squirt, but you ain't old enough.
Here's my ID, driver's license, birth certificate, and social security number. Now give me the beer. I'm never actually gonna drink alcohol, but I just want to see what'll happen if I try to. If I do get the beer, I'll just give it to someone else in the bar.
Good.
Drinks are on me. But Bryson, why would you buy a beer if you're not even gonna drink it? That's a waste of money. It's not
About the money. It's about the point.
A message. I hope the
never mind,
bartender
I'm
doesn't
dumb.
call the cops on me, though.
I remember
Son,
that.
there ain't no way you're old enough to drink.
Officer, please, look at my ID.
Too bad, because we don't double check.
I don't know if he's I'm not gonna comment on that actually.
Itty bitty sip of the beer I worked so hard to get.
Pretty much. Don't.
Hey,
Correct.
Do you have ears? Well, boy, do I have something special for you. Sponsored.
No. No. Alright, well, there's my first reaction video. That was really fun, so I'll probably make another one, but these videos are gonna be really long. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I'm probably gonna have this video not made about Made for Kids. So we're going to be able to probably comment. So let me know what you think about this. But one more thing before we do stop the video. I just want to go back to this video. Shush. Shush. And I just want to like the video. So, with that being said, that's the end of this video. And I just want to play all day. Bye.